Oh, boy. Warner just sensational. Second time named to the All-Pro team this year, and he's a critical part of this #1 D. Now there's Warner right there, number 54. Tough to tell. Injury timeout here in Philadelphia.
Jeez.
Ironic. Edelman's struggling with reception.
Two things I hate dropping: balls and calls.
Well, you need a better network. And Verizon's new Welcome Unlimited plan for just $25 a line.
I'm listening.
It's their best unlimited price ever.
Nice. I'm switching now.
Whether you're in the city or on the road.
Reception.
And getting the network you want for the price you love.
Touchdown!
Oh! Touchdown!
For a limited time, switch to Verizon for just $25 a line. Guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
What's it like? Always knowing the truth.
I could just tell.
When anyone is lying.
I think there's been a murder.
Look out!
I have been kind of a death magnet. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
You ever gamble? Because you can make a killing.
Nah.
Invention is an act of determination to go where you couldn't before. Achieve goals that once felt out of reach. That's why Honda engineers didn't just redesign the Pilot Trail Sport. They built the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. The all-new Pilot Trail Sport, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
International flavors also different. Original chicken so magnificent. There is really no equivalent. Unrivaled, all three. At BK, have it your way.
Some game day traditions really leave you guessing. MailChimp takes the guesswork out of email marketing by predicting which of your customers are more likely to purchase again, so you can celebrate your sales all season long. Guess less and sell more with Intuit MailChimp.
For a chance at $100,000 and Terry's prize, download the Super 6 app now and play for free.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Burger King. You rule.
Well, Fred Warner up on his own accord and going into the medical tent to get checked out. And hopefully he's okay. Oren Burks comes on to replace him in the meantime. And it's 1st and 10 Eagles on this opening drive. Hurts. Some pressure coming. Unloads it coming to the near side. Goddard makes a catch and then tripped up. Broke a tackle, but then it ended up being tackled by Oren Burks. And here against this 49ers defense, they've been so great all year. They get to the quarterback. Strength is really overall, isn't it? There's no real weakness.
They're not. They're good at pretty much everything. They have stars at all 3 levels, Pro Bowlers at all 3 levels. We talked about in the opening, the decision DeMeco Ryans, the defensive coordinator, that he's been wrestling with all week is, do we want to take away that run and make us vulnerable on the outside defending these 2 receivers, or do we maybe concede a little of the run game and stay strong on the back end?
Pressure on Hurts. Gets away. Looking for somewhere to go. It's not there. Just going to run it out of bounds after a short gain. Eric Armstead had pursuits. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And there's Fred Warner back in the game, so that's good to see for the 49ers.
Yeah, and he's their engine. You know, Nick Bosa, of course, is a tremendous player along with Eric Armstead up front. But Fred Warner, he's the glue that makes that entire defense work. He connects the front end with the defensive line to the secondary. You're San Francisco. You're ecstatic that number 54 is back in the game.
Third and 8. Blitz coming. Hurts rolls away. And it's caught for a 1st down. Low throw, but a good adjustment from A.J. Brown.
Well, a fast start here to A.J. Brown after a slow week. You're going to see Dre Greenlaw. He's unblocked. What a great job there by Jalen Hurts buying time. And then watch A.J. Brown. Gets his hands clearly under the ball. Secures the catch. We kind of had a thought coming in here today, Kevin, that they would find a way to get A.J. Brown involved in the game. Much was made of his frustrations towards the end. Didn't feel like he was much part of the game last week in New York, but big third down there.
Early, a little different. Sanders tripped up after a short game by Kevin Givens. Yeah, Brown last week only had 3 catches for 22 yards, but of course the Eagles were up 28-0 in that game before you could blink, so they didn't have to be. And Nick Sirianni in his second year, pretty remarkable job. Playoffs both seasons and now to the championship game in his second season.
Yeah, and you got to imagine he's one of the front runners right now for NFL Coach of the Year. Just the job he's done to turn around not only the wins and losses, but the way they've built this culture, this identity here in Philadelphia. And probably his biggest victory has been the development and the emergence of Jalen Hurts as one of the stars of this league.
4-man rush. Hurts dancing around, pressure from Bosa, throws on the run, and Hufanga came over to pick it off, but he's out of bounds. Good anticipation from Hufanga and the pressure from Bosa, and a 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, and this is something we're going to keep track of all day. Watch the job here Bosa does when he gets to the depth of Jalen Hurts. Watch him stop. See how he doesn't just jump inside the right tackle, Lane Johnson, keeping Jalen Hurts from the ability to both break through vertically through the line of scrimmage, but also break contain. Rushing with your eyes. It's something DeMeco Ryans has been harping on all week, preparing for Jalen Hurts. That was a nice job there by Bosa.
3rd and 10 here. They back off the blitz. Hurts over the middle, caught but short of a first down. It's Goddard making the catch, but that should put them in field goal range if they decide to go for it.
Yeah, well, I think Nick Sirianni, I mean, he's at the cutting edge right now of the 4th down kind of renaissance that's going throughout the NFL. I'm not shocked here, KB, that he treats this in these conditions with this wind. This is 4-down territory.
And so they will go. 69% on the year on 4th down, 4th best in the NFL. They need 3. Hurts runs out of the pocket, looking, throwing deep. Devontae Smith, one-hander. It's the end. He's got it. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Just an absolutely remarkable catch, not only to stick up that right hand, he's clearly in. Great body control. Philly's going fast, but he was definitely in bounds.
Hurts looking, has all day. Can't find anyone. Now some pressure comes and throws it underneath, incomplete. Man, what a catch that was.
Yeah, San Francisco went straight man. You see him across the board, man, and they're in great shape. Jimmy Ward's in good position. This is just scramble drill. They teach the receivers, if you're running horizontal, you're running to the sideline, when you see your quarterback scramble, you go deep. You go take the top off and run. What an unbelievable catch and adjustment in the air by Devontae Smith. And let's go back to that decision early in this game. That is very on brand. That is very much the culture and the attitude Nick Sirianni has brought to Philadelphia. They're one of the most aggressive teams in attempting 4th downs.
2nd and goal. Hand it off. Sanders walks in. Touchdown, Eagles.
You want to see 2 good double teams? Watch the movement on the interior of this defensive line by the Philadelphia offensive line, widely regarded as the best unit in the league. Their head coach has a lot of confidence in his young quarterback. 4th down conversion. The offensive line does the rest. They're the best opening drive scoring team in the league. 9 of them coming into today. They just had their 10th.
Extra point is good. So the Eagles go on 4th and 3. The big catch to Devontae Smith set up a 1st and goal, a 29-yarder, a one-hander, and another opening drive touchdown. Eagles in front.
Ever since we started looking for a better cashback credit card.
Options have been coming out of the woodwork.
Exactly.
At NerdWallet, we can help you make the smartest decision by comparing top cards. That way you get cash back on the things you care about most.
Oh, that one has cash back on dining out.
Oh, that's great because our table is...
Oh.
We don't have a table.
Where's our daughter?
Hi, Mom.
NerdWallet, the smartest decision for all your financial decisions.
This is the truck that helps keep families safe. And the truck that helps you get far from home. The truck that lets you move mountains and then climb them. This is the truck of the outdoors, the early adopters, and the rising generation. This is the one more truck owners are switching to.
Yeah, they're going to challenge this. They were screaming for Nick Sirianni. They were all looking up at the jumbo monitor, the jumbo screen, and they came running. Hassan Reddick came running over to Nick Sirianni.
Philadelphia is challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass. Timeout.
Yeah, so take a look here. This ball is clearly hit. That is an open hand. That is a fumble, Kevin.
It sure looks like it. Eagles have challenged this. We'll take a break while they look at it. Back to Philly after this.
No. Trash bags? The replay? No way. The egg carton? Did you know the egg carton? It says it right here. Whoa. Electric wheelchair. Did you know that, Lou? Yep. Hawaiian pizza?
Your family has been chosen to prevent the apocalypse. You must sacrifice one of the three of you, or the world will end.
We're not sacrificing anyone.
Then billions will perish.
None of this is real!
I saw something in the light.
Make a choice.
Knock at the cabin. Rated R.
What if you were a gigantic snack food maker and you had to wrestle a massively complex supply chain to satisfy cravings from Tokyo to Toledo? So you partner with IBM Consulting to bring together data and workflows so that every driver and merchandiser can serve up jalapeno, sesame, and chocolate-covered goodness with real-time data-driven precision. Let's create supply chains that have an appetite for performance. IBM, let's create.
Are you one of the millions surprised by your wireless rates increasing last year? You have rights. I'm not entirely sure what they are because I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a charming British actor. But I do know this. T-Mobile has price lock guarantee, and that means they won't raise the rates of your talk, text, and data ever. As if iPhone 14 Pro owners weren't already giddy enough.
Switch to T-Mobile today and get the powerful iPhone 14 Pro on us.
Join T-Mobile and experience price lock guarantee. I guarantee you won't look back. That's a guarantee.
Championship Sunday continues tonight on CBS with the AFC Championship game presented by Intuit TurboTax. Stream games live on your mobile phone with NFL Plus.
Today's game is sponsored by T-Mobile. With Price Lock Guarantee, T-Mobile won't raise your rate ever.
After reviewing the play, the ball came out prior to the quarterback's hand going forward. As a result, it was a fumble with a clear recovery by number 72 of the defense. Will the game clock operator please put 6:56 on the game clock, please? 6:56. Thank you.
Well, that's obviously a huge turn of revenge. You just talked about Purdy has not turned it over, but that's the mismatch with Reddick against the backup tight end there.
Yeah, and you led the broadcast talking about Reddick and the impact he's made now in his first year. You see him there, he's fired up. But the biggest thing he does, his sacks don't just result in sacks. He has an unbelievable ability to do what you just see there, which is attack the throwing hand, attack the ball. He can force turnovers, rush the passer. He's made quite the impact here in Philadelphia.
And so the Eagles take over. Here is Sanders. Dancing outside. Just now stretches it there. Not much. Played well by this 49ers run defense, which is number 2 in the NFL during the regular season. Now, first fumble of the year for Brock Purdy. Only 2 interceptions since he's been a starter. Hurts looking over the middle, wide open Stoll, the backup tight end, up to midfield, and he's got about 6 yards for Greenlaw, knocked him down. Let's go downstairs to Aaron.
Not the start San Francisco wants to see, and nobody wants to see this over here on the bench. This is shots of San Francisco's doctors looking. We're going to look at this. I'm looking at it real time. Yeah, he was hit right there on his wrist, and that's where the doctors were looking, guys, on that right arm. We'll keep you updated.
Wow, that's... You know, the backup, by the way, is Josh Johnson. Jimmy Garoppolo not healthy. Yeah, they were hoping maybe for this week. He's not there, so Purdy can't go. It's Josh Johnson. Right now, 3rd and 4, Philadelphia. Gainwell, 100-yard game last week. Nothing here. As solid play by Samson Ebukam. And it looks like this time the Eagles will punt. The 49ers defense with a nice stand after the turnover.
And they needed that, KB. And I think Shane Steichen, the offensive coordinator, I think in his mind, he thought he had 2 downs. You can always tell their intent for what they're going to do on 4th down by what they run on 3rd. I think that inside handoff, he's telling himself, Nick Sirianni said, hey, if you can get this thing to 4th and 1, 4th and 2, we've already shown we're willing to go for 4th downs on the biggest stage. But big time hold there by this San Francisco front.
Brett Kern to punt it away. Low liner. And it's going to bounce and go in to the end zone for a touchback. So the 49ers will start on the 20. We'll check on Brock Purdy's wrist. We come back 7-0 Eagles.
Okay.
All right. Meow.
Ah! You got the cat box! Oh my... I'm sorry. Okay.
Now you die. Only in theaters April 7th. Rated PG.
About to get down, living it up. Never touch ground, never enough. About to get down, living it up. Never touch ground, never enough. Got me feeling good. Vibes. Got me feeling good. Vibes. Everything's alright. Staying up good vibes, good vibes.
I'm telling you that I shut the slider last night.
So we just own a cat now?
I closed it.
Why don't we check the replay?
No. That's... Come on.
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, saving money when you bundle home and auto with Progressive.
Just gonna get the cat.
So sweet, so crispy. Nobody makes breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
Nobody.
Nope.
Keep talking. I can't hear you.
I should probably stop.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's home-style French toast sticks.
Oral treatment for COVID-19. Could it be right for you? If you have a high risk factor, like being over 50, heart disease, diabetes, asthma, or smoking, and you test positive, don't wait. Ask your provider about oral treatment right away.
The only way we get justice is by getting it ourselves.
I'm gonna fix this.
Accused, all new Tuesday at 9 on Fox.
Well, you still have a chance to win Terry's SUV plus $100,000 just by playing Fox Super 6. Get your phone out now, download the free Super 6 app, enter your 6 game predictions for a chance at Terry's money, and then opt into the SUV sweepstakes for a chance at his ride. Meanwhile, big news here back at the game. Josh Johnson, the backup quarterback, is in. Brock Purdy was warming up, Greg, and then it looks like he's saying here that he can't throw, he can't do it. Aaron told us about the wrist injury on that sack by Reddick. Oh my goodness, what a turn of events. And so now it's Johnson, who's been around and then some. He's been with 13 teams, now in the championship game with the 49ers. To McCaffrey, try to get the run game going, and McCaffrey works hard to get out to the 24th. How do the 49ers respond?
Yeah, I think right now in that offensive huddle, their leaders, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Debo, those guys have to look at themselves and say, all right, we need to shoulder more of this load. We need to take as much pressure off Josh Johnson and put it onto ourselves as a play caller. Kyle Shanahan has to go down his list. There's going to be some things he's going to check off. He's got to say, all right, what is Josh? What does he know inside and out? I've got to get him some rhythm and some completions early here in this drive.
Johnson, pressure, Reddick buries him. Oh. And the Eagles with a big sack and the big play, and Reddick takes it over.
Well, they've had no answer, but again, they're trying to block Hassan Reddick with tight ends. And KB, I think that's a fumble. I think he takes that ball Let's take a look. He clearly comes up with the ball, but let's see where possession is. Oh, Mike Pereira, that is close.
It is very close, but I think when his rear end hits the ground first, he still has control of the ball, so he'd be down by contact.
Yeah, I think the game plan of block Hassan Reddick with anyone other than a tackle right now has got to go out the window.
Play clock winding down. They get the play off maybe, or no, they don't. Delay of game. And this is a disaster of a start for San Francisco.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
It goes without saying, they've got to find a way to settle in here